Previously, on Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape.
That's Becky. I'm gonna go get her.
Why don't you just have her buzz?
Well, she was actually calling from the mini-mart.
Why is she at the mini-mart?
She doesn't have a cell phone. I'm gonna go get her.
Is my date Amish? Okay, so to recap, you dropped out of college, you're not on speaking terms with your family, and you have no money. It sounds to me like the therapy didn't work.
Max?
How do you know? You didn't see me before I went.
Andrew's incredibly nervous. Tell him you're okay and you're gonna have fun.
I'm okay, and I'm going to have fun.
From Wondery, this is Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. I'm your host, David Reinstrom. What's your secret? My secret is that at night, I fight crime as Silicon Valley's sworn protector, the Silver Wombat. Here's some news. Starting now, Wondery is partnering with LA TheaterWorks to bring you a new series called The Play's the Thing. It will include adult comedies like Becky Shaw, performed live in front of an audience. And if you go to The Play's the Thing and hit subscribe right now, you will get the final episode of Becky Shaw before it premieres anywhere else. So, tap or swipe over that cover art, find the episode notes, and click away. We return to Becky Shaw, Gina Gianfrido's deliciously dark comedy. Let's find out how Max and Becky's date went. I assume you are expecting the worst. Oh, you have no idea. So if you've made it this far in Becky Shaw, I probably don't need to warn you that there is adult language and situations in this play, but if you are joining us for the first time, be advised, this is a play for adults. Settle in for part 3 of Becky Shaw.
Something bad happened on my date with Max.
Here's your hot dog. So, Susie is trying to play it cool, not call Max for 48 hours after your date, but she's like twitching to make the call.
Andrew, something happened on my date with Max.
Yeah?
We were robbed. We were robbed with a gun.
Robbed? Where?
We went to the Decatur for a nightcap. Andrew, I feel so stupid.
Why?
I'd never been there. You said it was cool, so I said it was cool. Jesus, I hate myself.
Wait, a stranger robbed you, right? Why would you hate yourself?
We parked too far away, and it's a bad area.
It's not bad.
It's bad, Andrew. A man came up to us with a gun, and we gave him our wallets, but neither of us had much cash, so Max said we should walk back to the car.
Wait. Did the guy ask for more, or did Max volunteer? I'm rich. I have money in my car.
He volunteered.
That is really stupid.
There was a gun pointing at us. He was trying to keep us alive.
I'm sorry.
The guy held the gun on me while Max went into the car. Andrew, I thought I was going to die. Max gave him $200 and a camera, and then he left.
He left? He didn't hurt you? Rape you?
No! Oh my God, don't even say that!
So you're okay?
No, I'm not okay!
I just mean, thank God you weren't hurt.
Don't tell me I'm not hurt.
Of course. Becky, what can I do?
Can you give me a hug? Would that be okay?
Oh my God, yes, here. You're trembling.
I feel like a leaf. I'm alone. There's not enough of me. I just get blown around and torn up, and I'm trying, but I can't make it stop. Do you know what I mean?
I can't even imagine. Oh, come here, one more time. Come on, right over here. Oh. You should talk to someone. You have a therapist, right?
Well, I haven't seen her in years. My parents helped me pay for that, and now they're not speaking to me, and I'm uninsured and completely broke.
Just tell her you need a few sessions, but you can't pay right away.
A few sessions? That's like $800. I can't afford a meatball sub at lunch. I'm eating peanut butter sandwiches every day. I'm sorry. I have made a mess of my life. It's not your problem. No one in my family speaks to me, you know?
I know. I don't know why, but I'm sure they're the problem and not you.
You don't know the whole story. We should go back to work.
Wait, let me call Susie and get the name of a clinic with a sliding scale.
No.
It's no problem.
No, Andrew, I don't want ghetto therapy.
Okay. What can I do?
Max and I haven't spoken since that night. He's the only person who knows what I'm feeling, and he won't return my calls.
Maybe he lost his cell phone. He hasn't called Susie either.
It didn't happen to Susie, it happened to me. He should call me.
He should. You're right. Susie can make that happen.
Tonight? I want it to happen tonight.
Okay, tonight. She'll make it happen tonight.
I just figured I should drive up here, smooth things over face to face before they get any worse.
Your husband's a dick.
He just asked you to call Becky. Why are you being so weird?
I'm weird because I won't call her?
Well, yes, this is all really weird, Max. I find out secondhand from Andrew that you were held up at gunpoint. Why didn't you call me?
Are you the police? Are you in a position to get my camera back?
You need support. Look, I know from my work that men can experience shame when they're victimized.
Oh, no.
Don't cut me off. Both times your father got arrested, I begged
My
you.
father's not in trouble anymore.
Well, that's good, but God, Max, why don't you call me when you're hurting?
This isn't hurt. It's frustration.
Fine, talk to me about it. We're friends.
My frustration is with you.
With me?
Yes. My father is a white-collar criminal. He is an unrepentant repeat offender. Between my father's stealing and your father's squandering, it's amazing that I have any time or any money for myself. When you force me to talk about things that make me unhappy, you pollute my leisure time. You become part of the fucking problem.
Okay. I respect that.
I'll buy you a steak and a souffle if you drop the subject.
Great, but first, will you please call Becky?
No.
It's one phone call. Why?
Why? Because that's my choice. It's like you marrying Andrew. Friends don't have to agree with each other's choices, but they do have to respect them.
Okay. Let's just do this. You're angry at me for marrying Andrew, and I don't understand why.
I'm not angry. I just think you should have consulted me before you flew to Vegas and married your ski buddy.
Wow, you really are angry. Is it because we slept together that one time?
Well,
I knew it. You can't say sex won't change anything. It always does.
not always. When you've known the person 25 years... Yes.
You told me it wouldn't change anything.
Sex makes men territorial. Forget it. It's not rational.
Well, let's call it what it is, okay? We opened the door. After 2 decades, we opened the door, and neither of us walked through it.
Well, I turned around. You had a husband in the fucking doorway.
That was months later. You started dating Kristen
A
before...
month after... Were you waiting for me to walk through the door? This isn't Jane Austen's England, Susie. You could have walked through it, too.
Right, we both could have done it, and neither of us did. So, I think there's our answer.
Okay.
There's our answer. We love each other, but not in the way Andrew and
Fuck Andrew. He's way out of line calling me at work.
You're angry because Andrew...
I'm angry that you two morons put me in this position.
Max, we didn't rob you.
Oh, fuck the robbery. It's a non-event and I'm over it.
Well, Becky isn't over it.
Clearly, she's been calling me all weekend.
She had a gun pointed at her. It's traumatic.
For her, maybe. Not for me.
Max, that's insane.
No, my reaction is not insane. In life, I'm gonna do this visually because I know you can't do math. This wall is your perfect life. You and everyone you know living happy lives until you die of old age in each other's arms.
No one has that life.
Shut up, I'm still talking. That wall over there is as bad as it gets. What is that wall for you?
You know what it is, Max. The underground sex torture dungeon.
Consider these 2 walls and the points in between. Chair, table, lamp, phone, being all variety of life shit in between. Torture in a dungeon and happy all the time. Where on this trajectory would you place a 3-minute holdup in which no one got hurt?
Max, that's not fair.
It is fair. You and I have been through hell with our parents. Cancer, MS, jail, death. What happened to Becky and me, it doesn't even rank.
Say, for the sake of argument, you're right. What does it cost you to talk to her?
I don't want to, and I don't have to.
Okay, forget responsibility. How about kindness?
Why me? Where are her fucking friends?
She wants to talk to you because you were there.
Well, that I don't believe.
What do you think the reason is?
She wants a relationship with me.
Really? After one date?
Look at her life. Look at the dress she wore that night. You fixed me up with a desperate woman.
She's desperate because she wore a dress.
She's a 35-year-old office temp with no money, no friends, no relationship, no family. How the fuck could you set me up with that?
Wait, you think I set you up with someone who isn't good enough for you?
I don't think that. That is a fact.
Max, she's beautiful.
She's a sad person, Susanna.
So, I've been sad. Did it make me undesirable? Or...
Romantic relationships are the pairing of equals. That woman is not my equal.
Please call her, Max.
What the fuck do you care? You met this girl once.
I'll give you the script. Tell her that this experience, the holdup, has shown you that you're not emotionally available enough to be in a relationship. Let her talk about her experience, wish her well, it's over.
None of that is true.
No, but it's merciful. Sometimes lying is the most humane thing you can do.
I'll think about it.
I'm so sorry. I heard this weird noise, and since the holdup, I'm just...
Oh, it's totally okay.
But to make you come running over here, Susanna must hate me.
No, it's good I got out of the house. She's studying.
Please thank her for speaking with Max on my behalf.
Not that it helped.
What did he say, exactly?
A lot of bullshit that has nothing to do with you.
Really? If he thinks I'm a loser, I can take it. It's the silence that's so awful.
It's not that.
So what is it?
I think he just can't deal with what happened. He's emotionally a very stunted man.
Then why did you set me up with him?
I'd met him twice before that night. I trusted
Max
Susan.
wasn't at your wedding?
No, we got married kind of fast in Las Vegas.
Why so fast?
It was just a really intense time.
How is it intense?
Susie's life was just... It was seriously the most epic Faulknerian chaos I've ever encountered. Outside a fictional paradigm. Did I just sound like a total tool?
No, I understand.
Susie's dad had just died. We met on a ski trip, and she was so sad. Susie's little, you know, and she wore this red parka. I would look at her against these huge white mountains and think, I shouldn't tell you, it's weird.
Tell me.
I would look at her and think, she's like blood on the snow. Her sadness is wrong, and I want to fix it.
I don't think that's weird. You were falling in love.
Oh, it sure felt like it. It makes more sense if you knew her then. She was really different, more delicate.
Susanna? That's hard to imagine.
Oh, I know. She's so much healthier now.
She's lucky she found you.
Look, I want to apologize. Susie is blind to Max's flaws,
He
but I...
takes such good care of her.
Well, they're family. And on paper, Max looks great. He's rich, charismatic, looking to settle down.
He's looking to settle down? He said that?
He told Susie, you know, I'm 36. I'm ready to, I guess, be open to...
Wow, I kind of wish you hadn't told me that.
Saying it is one thing. He's never going to do it.
Wait, you fixed me up with someone you think is never going to settle down?
No.
He said he wants to settle down, and he meant it, right? You're just trying to save my feelings now by lying.
I'm not lying. I just found out. Look, Susie wasn't studying when you called. We were fighting because Susie said that Max is a short-timer.
What is a short timer?
It's a Vietnam War term. It means guys who go into combat for short stints and don't stay. Max, apparently, only dates women for like 3 months.
Oh.
I didn't know that until tonight. Susie said it, and I just flipped...
She should have told you.
I know. I wasn't going to tell you, but then you got so upset about the Max settling down thing, and oh.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, Andrew, it hurts.
You know what? Tell me what hurts.
I had a gun pointed at me.
So it's the gun.
He was black, And that hurts me because I was hurt very badly, twice. It's why I don't talk to my parents.
A black man hurt you? It's okay. It's okay. Tell me how he hurt you.
When I was a freshman at Brown, I met a boy who really liked me. He was black, and my parents said, you know, it's him or it's us. Choose.
Are you serious?
And I couldn't face losing my family, so I ended it with Stefan, and I learned after I let him go that he had truly loved me, and my family didn't. And I tried to go backwards, but he wouldn't. I had kind of a breakdown. I had a scholarship, and I lost it.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Then, last year, I was working at a law firm, and I became involved with one of the lawyers who is black. I told him that if I committed to him, I would lose my family, so he had to be very sure he wanted me.
He wasn't sure?
No. He was. I cut ties with my family. I moved into his house. He has a house on the water in Cranston. I was so happy. And then he changed his mind.
Oh, shit.
I've been having these terrible racist feelings since the holdup. I've been thinking that black men have ruined my life, and I can't say it.
Oh, say it. Say anything. I told you my blood on the snow thing. Come on.
Walking to the bus, I get pictures in my mind of black men being tortured. God, I fucking hate myself.
Becky, you've had a trauma. You're allowed to feel some crazy shit for a while, and you're not going to act on these thoughts, right? You're small, but you're intense.
Don't say I'm intense. Jason said that when he left me.
It's not a bad thing.
Yes, it is. Men don't want intense women.
Yeah, we do.
You think you do, but you don't. Jason left me. You're fighting with Susanna.
Well, we'll get past it. Look, intensity is a good thing. It means you can love. It's just a matter of, you know, how you channel it.
I can see where Susanna might lash out, and that would be so much healthier.
Healthier for her, maybe.
Sometimes the fantasy isn't enough, and I think about cutting myself with a knife.
Then we need to go to the hospital tonight.
I don't have insurance.
I don't care. If you want to hurt yourself, I have to protect you.
I feel that. I feel safe with you. It's wonderful to feel safe.
Do you have any girlfriends, maybe you could call?
I lost them when I moved in with Jason.
Wow, your friends were all racists?
They weren't racist at all, actually. It's just Jason made me happy, and happiness made me mean. To women, not to Jason.
What did you do?
Dumped them. You know the all-female table at the bar, women drinking fucking Midori sours, pretending to like each other while they scan for men?
God, I can't stand women like that.
But I am women like that. I got a boyfriend, and I dumped all my friends. Maybe this is my punishment, you know?
The holdup?
No, this. Back to the studio apartment and the secretary table at happy hour. If not for the holdup, Andrew, I think Max and I think it could have worked.
No.
You're an honest person. When you told me Max was coarse on the outside and rich inside, Andrew, I saw that in him.
No, Becky, forget that. Forget him.
Andrew, we slept together.
So he did call you?
No. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. We slept together that night.
After the robbery?
After the police station, we wanted a drink to calm down, but nothing was open, so we went to his hotel.
You went to Boston?
No, he had rented a room here for the night.
He rented a room in advance? Are you kidding me?
We had some drinks, and it turned kind of bad.
Did he hurt you?
Not sexually. He just wouldn't let me stay overnight.
He what?
He gave me cab fare.
Cab fare?
I told him I didn't want to be alone after what had happened, and he offered me his credit card to get my own room at the hotel.
Let me get this straight. He fucked you.
Please don't say that.
He had sex with you, he kicked you out of his bed, and he offered you money.
Oh, not for sex. For a hotel or a cab. In his way, he was taking care of me.
No, Becky. He's sick. Listen, I will take care of you. You are never to contact him again. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Yes.
You shouldn't have slept with her, Max.
She initiated it.
I don't care. You knew you didn't want to see her again, and she'd just been held up with a gun.
She initiated it.
I don't care. It was selfish and sleazy.
She grabbed me like this. She said, I need this.
You kicked her out of bed afterwards.
Oh, come on. I didn't stay in your bed after we did it. I have a sleep disorder.
No, Max. You have an intimacy issue that you pay a doctor to call a sleep disorder.
Are you a doctor? Have you seen my sleep study?
Fuck your sleep study. Having sex and then leaving or kicking out, it's degrading. You need to get some sleeping pills.
You think I haven't tried that? They give me a hangover.
Love, Max, is worth a hangover.
Do you understand the pressure of my job? I'm not a barista, poet, secretary boy like Andrew. I control people's money. I can't be off my game.
So your clients matter and your women don't?
If you're asking me, will I jeopardize people's life savings because women need to cuddle? The answer is no.
Call Becky Shaw. Call her now.
No.
She says she was suicidal, Max. Andrew was afraid to leave her alone. I've barely seen him since this has happened.
That's Andrew's bad, not mine. You pulled that suicidal shit with me. I didn't come running.
Hence me marrying Andrew and not you.
Say what you want, but give me credit. I cured you. And I did it by refusing to enable the Sylvia Plath post-collegiate bullshit.
You cured me? No, meeting Andrew cured me.
Yeah, well, you met Andrew because I kicked your ass. I kicked your ass out of bed and onto that fucking ski trip.
And I am so, so grateful. Are you trying to torpedo my marriage? If you are, please stop.
Jesus, Susanna, you let a crazy woman into your life. You let her into mine. How have I become the bad guy?
Because you won't help me. That's what loving someone is, Max. It's doing stuff you don't want to do. It's staying in bed all night. It is listening when you can't help. And right now, today, this minute, it is calling Becky fucking Shaw so I can get my husband back.
Okay, calm down. Go back to Providence. I'll call her.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
I'm also going to give you some advice. Your husband is not the fucking Red Cross. The last time he started consoling a cute, suicidal chick, he married her. He hears, I want to hurt myself like a fucking mating call.
No.
Yes.
Just make her go away.
Here is just a taste of episode 4.
I took some wrong turns, Max, and I changed. See, when I was in college...
I don't care. I'm sorry, this is starting to feel like the second date I didn't want to have.
Okay, Stop it, you're hurting me.
You care. You understand as long as you get what you want. You just went from trying to date me to blackmailing me in about 3 minutes.
Max assaulted my friend, Susanna. He is out of our lives.
He's out of yours, maybe.
You want me to be the man and make the decisions in this marriage? I just made one. You, Max, done.
Becky needs to find her own savior. She can't have mine.
Okay, so, what do you think? Can Max possibly be that heartless? Wow, and I am actually starting to feel sorry for Susanna. What is going on here? Tell me what you're thinking about this tale of psychological misfits. Let's have a chat online. Use the hashtag BeckyShaw and tell me about your Andrews, Maxes, Susannas, and Beckys. I bet you can't wait to hear the epic finale of Becky Shaw. We'll be presenting it to you a week from today on Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. But if you can't wait a week, you're in luck. Starting now, Wondery is partnering with LA TheaterWorks to bring you a new series called The Play's the Thing. It will include adult comedies like Becky Shaw, performed live in front of an audience. And if you go to The Play's the Thing and hit subscribe right now, you will get the final episode of Becky Shaw before it premieres anywhere else. So, tap or swipe over that cover art, find the episode notes, and click away. So I'm in a competition with a couple of other Wondery hosts right now. I would really appreciate it if you would head to wondery.com/survey. We're trying to get a read on our listenership. We want to see what people are about, what you're interested in. And so help me win, please, and I will be forever in your debt. Head to wondery.com/survey. And now we have a very special guest. Let's see what Gina Gianfrido has to say about this episode. So Andrew's Mr. Fix-It desire speaks to a lot of people I've known, and for a while, a person I've been. Were you ever that way? Just seeking out people to help at the expense of not working on yourself?
No, I think I was in the reverse position. I think that when I was very young, I had some of those people want to fix me, and I found it appealing. And now with a lot of years and age and experience, I can kind of look back at that. And the people who seemed to me sort of, heroic when I was 17, now I think, oh, that's a little creepy.
It's kind of repellent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
Is Andrew less attracted to Susanna once she gets better? Or is what he says true? Oh, okay.
I do think it's true. I think that Andrew enjoys the drama of a woman in crisis, and I think that when as Susanna becomes more stable, she is a little less interesting to him.
I want to dig into what Becky said about coupling up. She said something like, Jason made me happy, and happiness made me mean to women. And there's a kind of I've got mine-ism at play there. I was wondering if you could expand on that.
I think that was, just something that I observed when I was younger, that there was a kind of woman who wanted to hang out with me because she needed a sidekick while she was looking for her mate, and the minute she secured that mate, I was not needed anymore. And I found I encountered that kind of woman more than once, and I wanted to kind of acknowledge that, and I think Becky was speaking to some guilt she had about being that woman, and I think what her experience was that when the relationship didn't work out, the women she had dumped just weren't there to pick up the pieces with her.
So you've said elsewhere that your approach to writing some of the characters in Becky Shaw was heavily informed by the style of this acerbic psychotherapist, Albert Ellis, who died in 2007. Can you tell me about him and how he operates, or how he operated?
When Max is telling Susanna, join a club, do this, do that, I think that I believe he's more action-oriented than reflection-oriented. And I think that was sort of the, I remember it kind of coming into play in the scene with Max and Susanna, where he's trying to tell her to stop moping and get back in the game, and she says, I need to grieve, and he says, no, don't grieve, just do something, join a club, One can get into a rut with kind of Freudian insight-oriented therapy, because the risk you run, I think, is you're going over the same material over and over again.
Sure.
And I don't know. I think what I was interested in is, I'm not sure in my case that insight has always led to change. I think is something to be said for forcing yourself to take an action, whether you feel ready for it or not.
I don't know. I found the way that Max veers in and cuts people off and accelerates, that he seems very impatient to me, that he's always interested in accelerating the timeline of everything, of conversations, of like sexual encounters. Is that an accurate read to describe him as just impatient and hungry for everything?
I think that's right. I think that is right.
Becky Shaw is written by Gina Gianfrido. Episode 3 stars Emily Bergel as Susanna, Max Letcher as Andrew, Mandy Siegfried as Becky, and Josh Stamberg as Max. It is directed by Bart DiLorenzo. Sound effects artist Eddie Mills. Music supervisor Scott Willis. Stage manager Amanda Allen. Associate producers Christina Montano and Kathy Reinking. Post-production coordinator Ron Lipkin. Radio producer Mike Weiskopf. Sound designer, recording and mixing engineer Mark Holden for the Invisible Studios, West Hollywood. The producing director of LA Theater Works is Susan Lowenberg. Thank you for listening to Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. The theme song for our series was composed by Mark Hadley. Our editor is Sergio Enriquez. Our executive producers are Jeffrey Glazer and Hernan Lopez for Wondery. Until next time, I'm your host, David Reinstrom. What's your secret?